Emma Lawson is a foreign exchange strategist at Morgan Stanley, and she's with us now. Emma, thanks for coming in. Right, it's all important. What do you think the main takeaway was from Ben Bernanke yesterday?
I think, even though he said that they're on hold for an extended period of time, they do think that the economy is getting better, and they have started to withdraw or signal that they're withdrawing these special measures. I think that's important for the growth and the positive outlook for the US going through to next year, and clearly underpinning the dollar.
Yeah, and as we do that, I mean, the move has been quite a sharp one, hasn't it, since last week even? I mean, we saw it at 150 or thereabouts, now down to 144. Do you think it's just a bit too quick, this fallback in terms of the euro?
No, not necessarily, given the differences and the stresses perhaps in Europe at the moment, given what's going on in Greece and in Austria. And this positive outlook from the US, from the Fed, and the much better data that we've been recently seeing is giving you the impetus to get euro-dollar just a little bit lower.
Yeah, we should actually just explain what is going on in Austria a bit here. It's just the possible nationalisation of banks there, given what's been happening in Eastern Europe. But specifically, as we head into 2010, how do you see the American economy recovering here? Is the chances of a double-dip recession really receded now forever?
Yeah, our economists aren't forecasting a double-dip recession. We do see the Fed being comfortable enough to withdraw liquidity in the first quarter and then finally get around to raising rates in the third quarter. And with that better economic data and the better outlook, the US dollar stops being the funding currency of choice as it was in 2009.
A lot is going to be really based on when and if they start hiking rates.
Yeah, I think so, but not necessarily only raising rates, but withdrawing liquidity and taking away those special measures as well. So we have this quantitative easing policy in place, and this needs to be withdrawn, start to be withdrawn first. And when they're comfortable enough, it tells you they have confidence in the economic recovery, and that should be enough for the currency.
Out of the major currencies, which ones are going to actually perform perhaps worst against the dollar looking ahead?
I think some of the worst, we're looking at the stresses of the overvaluation in Aussie and Kiwi in the majors, and also we're looking for weakness in yen. Yen has been supported through this year, but going forward, given their recent easing in policy, it starts to become the funding currency of choice for 2010, and that really should weigh on it.
Of course, the major thing that we're not talking about here is the renminbi or the yuan. Any chance of any progress on a revaluation there, do you think, through the course of the next 12 months?
Yeah, we're not looking for a step revaluation. We are looking for some steady appreciation, but no one-off big move.
Okay, well, obviously you talked about improving fundamentals in the US. What about the Eurozone there as well? And what about the UK too?
Yeah, the Euro area, we have kind of quite sluggish growth going forward, and the ECB being able to raise rates in the third quarter. But I think given the stresses there and the uncertainties in say, the fiscal policy, particularly in places like Greece, that you get the Euro coming off. And it has been overvalued, and that comes into effect and it starts to moderate.
With the sterling?
With the sterling, I think the risks are there that it does weaken further. The uncertainty with the policy outlook, particularly in the first half of the year, may put it under a little bit of pressure. We're currently recommending a long euro sterling, in fact, just because we see those additional pressures in the UK.
10 seconds, trade of the day?
Euro dollar lower.
Okay, thanks a lot. Emma Lawson there from Morgan Stanley.